Welcome to your yoga mat today. My name is Alicia Finley. I am so grateful that you have found this class. This class is here to help you for those days that you just feel overwhelmed. And I don't know where you are and when you're listening to this, but there's a pandemic going on. It has been for a little over 6 months, and whether it's that or so many other things, it's like we're kind of at that point where it feels like, when is this going to end, right? And we want it to end for so many different reasons, right? For people to not be losing lives. We want it to end for our lives to feel like it goes back to normal. We want it to end so that we can get together and not have to fear and worry. And here's the thing, you guys, I'm just going to be honest here. I don't know that our lives will ever go back to what they were. I just don't. But I do think it can create a new normal, and that we will evolve into something better than we had before. I believe in that potential. And one of the things that I've been exploring recently, just a little bit more in my own practice, is really just playing with breathing. And we always talk about it in yoga, but I really want to emphasize it today as we practice on the mat. Okay, so I want you to come to an easy seat. Sit up nice and tall, close your eyes. This will be an all levels flow. And at any point, as always, if you ever need to modify or adjust, please listen to your body and do what you're called to do. You always know best. So there is a breathing technique, and I will put the link in the notes, but it came from a podcast by Ed Milet. There was a neuroscientist on there, and he talked about this breathing technique, and it's one of the quickest ways to start to affect the nervous system. And it's, if you've ever cried or seen someone else cry, especially kids, it happens actually pretty naturally. So it's 2 quick inhales followed by an exhale. So it's through the nose on the quick inhales, out the mouth on the exhale. So and you can kind of, maybe if you ever had kids again or been around kids, you can kind of visualize them doing that when they're getting really upset. They're like, and then it kind of happens on its own. But we're going to do it on purpose, okay? So take a breath through your nose. Open your mouth, let it go. 2 quick inhales. Again. Two more. Last one. Good. Now bring your hand over your heart. I got some kids around, so if you can you never know why someone's screaming in this house. Overwhelm, right? So this is real life. I have real life going on around me. Somebody's calling me. It's okay. We're going to keep going. Place your hand over your heart. Take a moment and set an intention if there's one you would like to set for your practice. And then release your chin down towards your chest. Let your hands come down onto your legs. Inhale, lift your chin, open your eyes. Good, let's start. And if somebody comes in, because maybe I forgot to tell people I was going to record, and so you just never know what you're going to get, we'll just go with it. We're going to keep going. This is real life, you guys. It's working how to work through the overwhelm, even while you're in the midst. Like, that's why we do it. All right. So let's come around to all fours. Come around to all fours. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Claw the earth with your finger pads and align your knees so they're just a hair back behind your hips. And we want to open up the rib cage here a little bit to help with that overwhelm, and that side body opening is going to be helpful here. So Take an inhale and take a full exhale. So spine is neutral. And then push your ribs over to the right. Inhale. And then just come to center. Exhale. Push your ribs left. And you can linger here. Like it might feel good to pause a little at the top of the breath. Back to neutral. But if you're overwhelmed, you don't need to do that right away. Just if it feels good. Be mindful between gentle retention versus holding the breath where you're just not paying attention. So be mindful if you're choosing to add that little pause at the top. To the right. Fill in the Ujjayi breath into that waistline. To the left. And center. Good. Now come up on your shins. Inhale, reach. You're going to sit to child's pose. Bring your hands to your low back. Palms are going to face up, one palm on top of the other. Forehead will come to the floor. Inhale, reach up. Now if you have pain in your knees, exhale, other hand on top. Then just don't go as low. Kind of be a little bit more forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Switching hands each time. Shoulder head stay lifting. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale. Maybe there's a slight pause at the top. Exhale. One more time, breathing in. Exhale. So when we're feeling overwhelmed, we kind of want to meet the body where it's at. It can be hard to be still right away. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, take your hands down to the ground. Exhale, tuck your toes and push up to your first downward facing dog. Let's pedal out the feet. Again, we want to move with the breath. Staying present, bringing us into the moment. Usually our overwhelm comes from either worrying about something that hasn't yet come in the future or perseverating over something that's happened in our past. So breathing and moving in the moment, inhaling and exhaling, we come into this present space. We realize that in this particular moment that we are on our mat, we are practicing yoga, things are okay, right? They may even be better than okay. They may be freaking awesome. But if you are coming here because you are feeling overwhelmed, it may just be feeling like, okay, I'm moving in the right direction. Lift your heels. Bring your shoulders a little forward over your wrists. And then exhale, push back and let your heels drop. They don't need to come to the floor. Just waking up the shoulders. So inhale, come forward. You're kind of still in a down dog hybrid here. And then exhale. One more. Exhale. This time, lift your heels and walk your feet forward, coming towards the top of your mat. You can let your feet stay hip distance apart. Inhale, stretch your heart forward. Exhale, take ragdoll. Bend your elbows, sway a little bit. Let it go. If you need a block here, grab a block. Fingertips down. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Let's ragdoll your way up. Ragdoll your way up, coming up to stand. Palms face forward. Good. All right, you're going to take your left hand to your hip. I don't know what is I can feel the hair in all directions. Don't you love that? Hand to the hip, left hand to hip. Right arm reaches up. So you're going to reach up, lengthening through the side body. And as you reach with right arm, I want you to lift left heel. Inhale. Good. Exhale, heel drops, hand to hip. All right, right heel lifts. Left arm reaches. Exhale. This is like one of my new favorite things to do. Inhale. Feels so good. It's actually a somatic movement. Exhale, which If you've ever done any somatic movement, really helpful if you have back pain or just chronic pain in general. Good movement to do. Awakening the ribs, side body, breath. One more. Reach it up. Good. Exhale. Bring your hands, both of them are on your low back, thumbs facing in. Squeeze your elbows together. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, glide your hands down the backs of your legs and forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, let's step our right leg back into a lunge. Spin your back heel down. Bring both hands inside your front leg. It's like a down dog. I'm on the hybrids today. So down dog hybrid. So take your hands to the inside. We call it a down dog lunge. Knee is going to keep going left. Arms are going to walk over to the right. And take another breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Keep walking your hands right. Now walk towards your back leg. Bring both heels in, toes out, and I want you to walk the other direction, but your legs are now like a goddess, so it's more of a groin stretch. Sometimes we do skandasana, we come low, but just stay a little higher for today. Take one more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Walk your hands now to the middle. Inhale, both heels are in, both toes are out. Exhale, come up to stand. Arms are going to open out to the sides. Cactus your arms. Inhale. And you're going to twist right. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, twist left. Inhale. Twist right. Inhale. Twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, straighten your legs. Reach your arms up to the sky. Breathe in. Now turn your left toes back to the front. Exhale, Trikonasana. Left hand down, right arm up. You're just going to make some arm circles. Turn the top palm forward. Reach the arm over the ear. Exhale. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale. Bring it up. Go the other way. Take it back. Exhale. Inhale it up. Always use a block here if you need it under your back hand, your bottom hand. Bring it up. Good. Cartwheel down. Inhale. Lunge. Exhale. Step to plank. Pause in your plank. Breathe in. Exhale. Chaturanga. Cobra. This is your first one. Untuck the toes. Lift the chest. Inhale. Exhale to down dog. Lift your heels. Breathe in. Bend the knees, look forward. You can step or you can jump, top of your mat. Half high, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold and bow. Reverse your swan dive. Inhale. Take your left hand to your hip. Exhale. Reach with your right arm, lift your left heel. Breathe in. Exhale, right hand to hip. Right heel lifts, left arm reaches. Inhale. Exhale, both hands down. Squeeze your elbows together. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, hands glide down the backs of your legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, left foot steps back into the lunge. Down dog lunge. Spin the back heel to the floor, both hands inside that front leg. Bow. Right knee stays to the right, breathing in. Try to keep your spine long, your right knee moving to the right, and staying anchored in both of your feet. Walk your hands in now, both heels in, both toes out. Walk your hands on the diagonal so they're going in the same direction, same trajectory as your left knee, and get a nice groin stretch. So if you need to come low into Skandasana, which is where you come all the way down, that's fine. But for today, a lot of you, you're going to get plenty of stretch right here. Walk to the midline, heels in, toes out. Exhale, come all the way up to stand. Reach your arms out wide. Inhale. Cactus your arms. Exhale. Now pull the belly in. Inhale. Twist left first. Exhale. Inhale. Twist right. Inhale. Twist left. Inhale. Twist right. Inhale. Hands to heart. Exhale. Push to stand. Reach your arms up. Turn your feet. Right foot's going to turn back to the front of your mat, Trikonasana. Exhale, right hand down. You can go block, floor, or shin. Left arm up. Turn the palm. Reach the arm forward, exhaling it down. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale down, bring it back up. Go the other way, turn your palm back, exhale down. Inhale up, try not to lock out that front knee. Exhale down. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, you're gonna cartwheel both hands down to the floor, coming to a lunge. Plank pose, front foot back. Take an extra breath, breathe in. Exhale all the way, one more time to the belly. Untuck your toes, lift your chest into your cobra, and if you want, just move a little bit side to side. Yeah. Work it out. You can look over a shoulder or just sway, and you can do this low. You don't have to be as high up. That's just fine. Watch the shoulders from coming towards your ears. Draw the head of the shoulders back and down. Tuck your toes, hips to heels, downward facing dog. Now the thing about the mind is we can pretty much in any given moment, if we chose to, we could get ourselves to a point of overwhelm, right? Without even a circumstance having to happen, like that email or that red light or somebody saying something to us or our kids doing whatever. We can get to overwhelm with nothing happening in the moment other than just where our mind is choosing to take us. And in that moment, what is so helpful is just remind yourself, I have a choice. Saying that to yourself, I have a choice. Now, the thoughts that come in, we don't initially have any control over, but we do have control over the attention and the length of time that you continue to give thought to that, attention to that. Lift your heels, breathe in, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop. Lengthen. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Reverse your swan dive, breathe in, reach it up. Hands to the heart, exhale. Good yogis. Bend down into chair pose, Utkatasana. Take your arms into cactus. Inhale. And now twist right in your chair, keeping cactus arms, knees squeezing together. One thigh, left one's going to try to come forward. Keep it back. Inhale, twist. Back to center. Now twist left, exhale. Inhale, twist right. So heart's just leaning forward. Exhale, twist left. Feel your legs having to work, work, work. Inhale, you're going one more each way. We're dying but trying here, right? Exhale. In a good way. In a good way. Exhale. Inhale. Hands to heart. Sink a little deeper. Take a breath. Breathe in. Forward fold. Exhale. Let it go. Inhale. Lengthen your spine. Now first full vinyasa. Plant your hands. Step or float. Inhale. Now you can take up dog or cobra. Open up the chest. Exhale. Peel it back. Right leg reaches up. Inhale. Toes point down. Exhale. Right foot forward between your hands. Now separate your feet. Inhale. High lunge. Crescent pose. Exhale. Cactus your arms. Hinge forward. Inhale. Twist. Exhale. Inhale. Keep that back heel pulling over the ball of the foot. Exhale. One more. Breathe in. Exhale. Left hand down, right arm up. Low lunge twist. Inhale. Now straighten the front leg as much as you can. Reach the top arm over the ear. It's like a long revolved triangle, but you're not worried about perfect here. Bend the front knee, low lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Front leg straightens as a little or a lot. Reach the top arm over. One more. Breathe in. Exhale. Long, low lunge twist. Inhale. Reach the arm up. Exhale. Top hand down. Chaturanga. Leg can stay hovering. Up dog cobra. Inhale. Exhale. Down dog. Breath in. Open your mouth. Let it go. Left leg rises. Breathe in. Left foot steps forward. Now, if you tend to stand narrow, make sure that you separate your feet so they're hip width apart. Before you rise, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Pull the navel back, hinge forward so the back body is strong. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. Now what balance does really brings us in the moment. Inhale, exhale, twist. Stay twisting, just reach your right hand down, your left arm up to the sky. There you go. Now you're going to straighten the front leg a little or a lot. Reach the top arm over the ear. Breathe in. Exhale back into the low lunge. And I'm wiggling my back foot back just a little. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the back leg strong. Watch it from sagging. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Top hand down. Breathe in. Three-legged plank or plank. You can always put your knees down. Open. Breathe in. Exhale. Peel back. Downward facing dog. Nice, yogis. Now you can take child's pose. Remember, anytime you need it, breath in, breath out. Again, one more. Breathe in. Let it go. Let's take our right leg up into the air. Breathe in. Toes are going to stay pointing down. Right knee is going to come to right tricep. Hug it up. Inhale. Shoulders push back. Foot kicks back. Exhale, bring it across. Opposite tricep. Inhale. Right tricep. Inhale. Feel your finger pads. Exhale. So all your weight's not going in your wrists. Inhale. Bend your knee. Open your hip. Lift your left armpit. Inhale. Re-straighten the legs. Square it off. Exhale. Right foot steps forward and through between the hands. Separate your feet again. Crescent pose. Inhale. Rise up. Exhale. Cactus your arms. This time, inhale. Interlace your hands behind your back. Roll your chest open. Breathe in. Exhale, hinge forward. Bend your back leg. Inhale, push off. Virabhadrasana 3. Now, if it's too much to keep the bind behind the back, you can let the fingertips drop down to the floor. Rotate that outer left hip down, the left inner thigh up. And then see if we can do what you call toppling tree, where you start to bow your forehead towards your shin. Have a little fun. You may fall out. Good. Fingertips down. Fingertips down. Inhale. Lengthen. Shiva squat. Bend your standing leg. Bend your back leg and tap left knee to right calf. Inhale. Push back up. Exhale. Tap. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale. Tap. 2 more. Breathe in. Exhale. Once more. Inhale. Exhale. Kick the leg straight back. Kick it back. Low lunge twist. Reach the arm to the sky. Pretty sure I will never get sick of this pose. If you've practiced with me before, you've probably done this pose in a class. It's just like so good in that outer hip. Take another breath. Good. You're going to roll to the outer edge of your back foot. You can always drop your bottom knee down here, okay? All right. You're going to stack your feet and reach your top arm over your ear. Now, please modify this. I'll show the modified version. You're going to lift your top leg. So whether you're in plank or side plank, exhale, right elbow and knee come together. Inhale, they kick back. Exhale, they come together. Okay, so you're either doing it from side plank. Exhale together. Inhale back. One more. Exhale. Inhale. Plank pose we go. How you doing? Okay, how you doing? Joey. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog cobra. Breathe in. See, when you're feeling overwhelmed, it is so helpful to find things that feel good, that bring you back into alignment. Abraham Hicks, she's a big spiritual teacher, she always says, do more of what makes you feel good.
Amen to that. Yes, please do. Please do more of what makes you feel good, because when you feel good, you will be in alignment. And when you're in alignment, life's just a whole lot easier and sweeter. Are you ready for the second side? If you need child's pose, you come down anytime you need to. Here we go. Left leg's going up into the air. Left knee, left tricep. Shoulders over wrists. Inhale, kick it back. Left knee, right tricep. Inhale, we kick back. Left knee, left. Inhale. Left knee, right. Inhale. We bend the knee, we open the hip. Keep the right armpit lifting to balance that left leg going right. Inhale, re-straighten the legs, square it off. Exhale, we step the foot forward and through. Separate your feet a little. Crescent pose. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, clasp behind. Now switch your grip. Roll the chest open. Breathe in. Exhale, bow forward. Bend your back leg. Inhale, push off. Virabhadrasana 3. Hands can always come onto the ground here if you need to. If you want to play with your toppling tree, keep lifting right inner thigh up. Left outer hip. Can you move it back a little more? And start to bow your forehead down, keeping that breath as steady as you can. Good. Fingertips to the floor. Nice job, yogis. Inhale, Shiva squat. Exhale, tap. Standing leg bends. Right knee taps left calf. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Strong standing leg. Exhale. Once more. Breathe in. Exhale. Now stay low, just send your right leg back. Inhale, make sure your front knee is above your left ankle, and exhale, low lunge twist. Low lunge twist, left arm to the sky. Enjoy. We can feel something. Life is good right here in this moment. It might be hard, your heart might be beating, but we are alive. We are doing this. Roll to the outer edge of your back foot. Remember, you can put your right knee down, okay? Yes. Top arm is going to go over our ear. Top leg's going to lift. Exhale, knee and elbow tap. Inhale, we go long. Exhale, tap. Inhale. 2 more. Exhale. Breathe in. 1 more. Keep hugging that right shoulder blade in. Go along. Plank pose. Breathe in. We're going to go to the belly, folks. How slow can you go? I know you're tired. How slow? Lower. 5, 4, elbows tight. 3, 2, and 1. Set it down. Good job. Take a moment to rest. Take a moment to rest. You can stack your hands. You can bring a cheek to the mat. Just slow your breathing down. Ujjayi breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. We're going to do what I call the cactus to W. Okay, cactus to W. So, you're going to bring your forehead to the floor. Your arms are going to be in a cactus shape. My elbows are in line with my shoulders. They can even be just a hair in front of them. Palms are facing down on the earth. We're going to lift, like we're doing Shalabhasana. Everything will lift except your pelvis will stay down. So inhale, lift up into the cactus. Good. Gaze is down the tip of the nose as you exhale. Now, you're going to cactus your arms. And if you want to, you can even make a fist as you do that. Make the W, draw your elbows in, and then go back to the cactus. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. W. Exhale. Cactus. 2 more. Inhale. Kind of squeeze at the top. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Hold. And release. Good. Other hand on top or other cheek on the mat. Just slowing down the breathing. Good. Let's do it again, okay? Cactus the arms. This time, right when you come up, go right into the W. So wait for your inhale. So take a breath. You're just on the floor. Breathe in. Open your mouth. Just let it go. W, everything lifts. Inhale. Little pause at the top. Exhale, cactus. Inhale. Exhale. Remembering your strength. Inhale. Lift. You are strong. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Can you get a little more of your thighs up? Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Hold, hold, and release. Good. This time, go ahead, stack your hands, and I want you to wiggle out your hips a little bit. Just move your hips side to side. Neck is neutral. Sphinx pose. Swing your elbows in so your elbows are under your shoulders. Forearms are parallel. Gaze forward. And now look over your right shoulder towards the right side of your mat, back towards your foot, and bring your gaze back to center. And now look over your left shoulder. Just stretching subtly that side body again. Inhale. 1 more time to the right. So we're letting that heart rate come back down. Exhale. Inhale. Slide your hands back. Exhale. So wrists are underneath you. Tuck your toes. You can either push up through plank or up through tabletop, and then exhale back. Downward facing dog. Right leg reaches up into the air. Breathe in. Right knee, right tricep. Inhale. Right knee, left tricep. Now stay here. Keep your shoulders over your wrist. Just swing your right knee to the right tricep. Exhale back to the left. To the right, it's like a windshield wiper. To the left. To the right. To the left. Down dog kick. Breathe in. Bend your knee. Open up your hip. Rotate that ankle. If you're feeling warm, we've done quite a lot for the shoulders. If you want to flip your dog and let your right foot drop behind you, you can either reach the arm to the sky or take it more into a back bend, opening up that chest. Good, then slowly come back around. Right leg reaches into the air. Inhale. Our right foot will step forward and through. Back heel is going to seal down this time, yogis. Inhale. Let's open up those hips. Warrior 2. Hello. You didn't come this far just to come this far. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. Good. Sink down a little deeper. Move your right knee to the right just a little bit. Flip your front palm. Reverse your warrior. Inhale. Lean it back. Lean back. Side angle. Forearm to thigh or hand to the ground or floor or your block. Top arm goes over the ear. Some days I just love the forearm on the thigh. I get such a good stretch. And I can balance out the work between the legs and then the benefit and the joy of the stretch. Other days I like to take hand down. So you just do what feels good for you today. If you're using the arm like I am, be mindful that the shoulder isn't dropping into the ear. You're pushing into that forearm, hugging that shoulder blade back. Shoulder blade towards the spine, down your back. Keep reaching. The more you reach with those fingertips as you drive through that back leg, that's why it's called extended side angle, right? Top hand to hip. Look down. You're going to prepare for half moon. To start, look at your right foot and make sure it's pointing forward. Bump your back foot halfway up. Make sure that right foot is still pointing forward. Bring your right hand down to the ground. Bring your back leg up. Block is very helpful here under that bottom hand. So if you had one, go ahead and grab it. Reach the top arm up, or if you like, bend your top leg. You may need to bend your standing leg as well. Catch the outer ankle, and then start to straighten your standing leg. Kick your left foot back into your hand. Open up the chest. Open up the breath. Woo! Sorry back there, Ganesha. That's my Ganesha. It's not really the real one, but Take another breath. Kick the leg back, arm up, inhale. Big step back, exhale. Coming into triangle pose, start to straighten your right leg. Reach your left arm up towards the sky. Good. You can take your gaze up. You can take your gaze forward or down. Hug that bottom shoulder blade in. Front leg straight and strong. One more breath. Cartwheel down. Now, if you wanted to, you could play around a little bit here, whatever that means to you. That might mean I just go to down dog, that's my play, or it's child's pose. If you wanted to take some handstand hops, here's a time you could do it. Just scoot your right foot back, gaze between your thumbs. This isn't about mastering a handstand here. This is about just having a little fun. Okay, so you're gonna look between your thumbs, come high onto the ball of your right foot, and try to bring your right knee towards your chest. Keep your left leg straight the whole time. Knee to chest. And you may find a second where you've got some air time, but don't worry if you don't. One more hop. Good. And then take your vinyasa or skip it. Skip it. Take a breath in. Let it go. So if that overwhelms you, if just saying that, giving that option overwhelms you, that's a good place to just practice your practice, right? How can something, when something's offered to me, can I just kindly say, no, thank you, right? So that I don't overwhelm myself. That's a practice. Good. Let's come down to the knees. Take a child's pose. And I want you to take your hands back and hold your feet. So I know we've got a little bit on the wrist to come in the beginning of the next sequence, and you were just on them, so I just want to give those wrists a moment to take a pause. Come up onto your shins. Bring your fists together. Push like you're pushing your knuckles together right out in front of you in your child's pose legs, and then start to straighten your arms so you can stretch the back of those wrists for a moment. Try to keep the fist as best you can. Good. And then shake that out. Just open and close your hands a few times. Take your hands out in front of you. We get to do this again. Second side, inhale. I know you're as excited as I am. I can feel it. I can feel it. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Okay, left leg up. That was a terrible Austin Powers impression. Inhale, leg up. Exhale. But hey, if it brings you in alignment, left knee, left tricep, then we do it. Inhale. If you have fun. Exhale. Bring it across. Now hold here. Inhale, left knee to the right. Exhale, left knee to the right. Inhale it to the left. Exhale it to the right. One more. Inhale it to the left. Exhale it to the right. Down dog kick. Breathe in. Kick the leg up. Bend your knee. Open your hip. And you have that option to flip it over. Take your wild thing. Open it up. Good. Big deep breath. Come back around. Down dog kick. Inhale. I'm going to turn myself around. Exhale. Left foot's going to step forward and through. Back heel seals down. Warrior two. Inhale. Cartwheel it up. Gaze to your left middle finger. Sink down. Flip your front palm. Reverse your warrior. Lean back. Good. Opening up that chest. Side angle. Forearm to thigh or hand down to block or floor. Top arm goes over. Good. Slowing everything down. Pushing into your back foot. Moving your right inner thigh back. Carve your outer left seat under. And then reach. As you lengthen out of this left side, reach through the right side. Get longer. Top hand to hip. Breathe in. Look down. Grab your block if you want it. Ardha Chandrasana. Step it halfway forward. This left foot, I cannot tell you how much it moves in a practice. When I am teaching it, in the good old days, in a real class, I'd say 75% of people, that foot is turned. So I really want you to be mindful of that standing leg. Lifting your back leg, the other thing that happens is the leg drifts behind, this top leg drifts behind. So to play, look back and see if you can see your toes. Now, bend the top leg if you like. Ardha Chandra, Chapasana. You may have to bend both legs to get the ankle or foot. If you fall out, just watch your breath. What's your breath doing? It's okay to fall out. That's actually part of it. It's going to happen. Kick the foot back as the thigh goes back. Take the tailbone forward. Open the chest. Keep the shoulder blades moving into the back of the heart. And then let go of the foot with control. Arm up. Big slow step back, starting into a lunge. Big step back. Drag your block back into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Reach the arm up to the sky. Good. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Try to soften these top ribs down a little more. Get more space on the bottom side. And then you're going to cartwheel out. Exhale. Left foot, you can scooch it back so it's underneath your belly button if you're going to take the hops. If not, don't worry. Gaze between your thumbs. You get to practice again if that overwhelms you. Just keep breathing, right? I'm talking, things are happening, you're breathing. Gaze forward. Hop up and down. And if it's just like barely leaving the ground today, little hop, yay you, okay? That's a big deal. Don't underestimate how it begins. Literally almost 2 decades I've been hopping, okay? A long time. Plank pose, breathe in. Exhale, lower. Up dog cobra. Exhale, child's pose. And I say that to you because you have to remember that. When you see people doing things of where you want to be, you have to know that they all took time to be there. They all took time to be there. And this practice is never about achieving any pose, ever. Are they fun? Yes. Is it about a pose? No. No. I've known a lot of unhappy yogis that are incredible at their practice. When your life gets better, that's when you know your yoga is working. Wouldn't you rather have your life get better? Who cares if you can stand on your hands? I'll go for happy life any day, any day. Walk your hands out in front of you if they're back by your feet again. Inhale, come up all fours, tabletop. Right knee, right wrist, pigeon pose. Pigeon pose. Okay, we're going to stay up high for a moment. And I'm going to give you layers of this pose. So you take what feels good for you, okay? Take what feels good for you. This can feel like plenty some days, folks. Squeeze your legs together, hug in, lift your chest. And if you want to take a thigh stretch, some of you are going to feel plenty in your thigh just right here. But if you want, left hand can grab left foot. Some of you are a little more open here. You may be tighter. You're going to grab the outside of the foot. If you are more open in the shoulder, you can grab the inside. So we call it the C grip. The thumb is in. The 4 fingers are to the outside. Be careful in your shoulder here, okay? You always could use a strap. Some of you could spin fingertips in the same direction as your toes. And if you want to, some of you could take mermaid. Now, I feel like my thighs aren't quite there today. Some days this is there for me, some days it's not. So, those of you that know mermaid, you get the foot into the crook of the elbow, right arm reaches forward, you hug the arm bone back, reach it up, and then you're going to clasp your hands. And again, today, not on this side. It's not happening today. I haven't done enough thigh opening yet. Some of you, that's just there all the time. So you go. And then release your foot. Now, I'm going to give another option. One is just to come forward on the forearms. Okay? You might use your block and bring your forehead on your block. Some of you, if you'd like to thread, I'm going to use a block, so I can rest my head on a block. And I'm going to thread my left arm underneath. Bring the left side of my face onto the block. My right hand, I'm just going to tent the fingertips up and turn the torso to the right. Some days you may want to bind. You could reach this right arm behind your back and catch your right foot. One more breath, yogis. Let go of the foot. Push into the hand. Inhale, come up. Good. And we're going to turn the body. And I'm actually going to have you switch your legs. Bring your left leg in and extend your right leg out. Janu Shirshasana. Doesn't that feel nice for the right leg? Give that a little shake. Give it a little shake. If you had a block, I want you to grab it. And the closer you bring it, it'll be a little less sensation. And the further out you have the block towards your foot, it'll increase it a little bit, okay? So I want you to bring your right elbow, if you can, onto the block. And this isn't, I know there's a lot of variations of Janu Shirshasana, so this is just a variation we'll play with today. So keep this right palm just sort of facing up. Left arm, go ahead, reach it up over the ear, and you're going to take Ganesha Mudra so that you can actually clasp. Some of you were just doing this in the mermaid pose. And I want you to lay your head back into this left arm. Point your right toes up towards the sky. Keep your left sitting bone anchoring down. Right thigh bone down. Navel, right side of rib cage, opening up. Left, lay back into that left arm. Now, if it's too much to clasp, you can just let this right forearm be on the block, and the left hand can still hold your head. Bring the arm up, come all the way up. You feel that? It's like a moment, right? You can feel it starting to calm your body down. Now, I'm just going to go to the back of my mat and take pigeon on that side. If you want to go back to the front of your mat and you could take a vinyasa, you can. You sure can. So just doing what I'm doing, I have to adjust a little bit, all right? So I have to look back at that right leg, make sure it's moving back behind the hip. Remember, we're staying upright to start. Now, blanket is helpful here across the pelvis. Draw the shoulders back and down. Hug your knees. So now I'm going to actually lift my pelvis up a little bit. I'm going to squeeze in and bend the back leg, reach back, and catch the foot. I can't emphasize the power of these practices. What they can do for you and for your life. But please give them time. Change the grip if you want. Some of you, I thought the first side was tight. I'm like, no, this side's tighter. It's okay. Some days I just work with it in the elbow, but those of you that want to go to the mermaid or merman, you can. This practice can help bring you stability. It can help bring you clarity and calm and steadiness. More love for yourself. Exhale, let go of the foot. You have the option to just, we're starting forward. And some of you, if you want to take it into that twist, you can. The right arm will thread. Right side of the head onto that block. Left arm can bind and catch your left foot. Keep lifting the head of that left shoulder. Sometimes I'll bend my right elbow and put it on the front of my left shoulder head and just, get a little more stretch there. I don't know if you can see that from the back side. You can definitely, hopefully see that shoulder movement there when I really lift it with my right hand. It's helpful. One more breath. Let go. Bring your left hand around, support your body, come all the way up. Lean left, and as you lean left, swing the right leg into a bent position, and our left leg is going to extend out, Janu Shirshasana. I'm going to grab my block, bring it on the inside. Any height, low, middle, or high. Remember the position of how far away it is too. I'm going to make a big difference here. Reaching the right arm up and over, taking the mudra, the clasp behind. Laying the head back into your right arm, keeping the left toes pointing up. Opening up that rib cage. One more breath. Good. Let go of the clasp. Bring it all the way back up. Extend both legs out. So if you need a blanket, grab a blanket. Flex your feet. So if you need a blanket, if your lumbar spine is sticking back, it's out further than the sacrum. We want the lumbar spine to be in and out. That's your mid-back here, your low back, below your rib cage. So you might be able to get there through the hands being behind you. And then we're going to fold forward. So I've been reading this book, Think Like a Monk, and one of the things that it talks about is the author, Jay Shetty, goes off to monk school, and there's a 10-year-old monk teaching other younger monks. It's like their first day of kindergarten, basically, in monk school. And he asked the 10-year-old teacher monk, "What were you teaching the kids?" And the 10-year-old monk said, "Well, what did you learn when you went to kindergarten?" And he said, "Well, I learned like the alphabet and ABCs." And the 10-year-old teacher said, and he said, what do you learn? What do you teach the kids? And he said, "We teach them how to breathe." And he said, "You teach them how to breathe? Why?" And he said, "Because everything that we do affects our breath. When you get angry, it affects your breath. When you get scared, it affects your breath. When you have an emotion like overwhelm, come on up, it affects your breath." So your breath is following you with every experience that you have. And when you can learn to work with the breath to help you with your experiences, then you are much more resilient and able to come back. So let's come on to the back, yogis. Bring your legs. I'm going to use my hands. Gently bring the legs together. You just worked hard. Feet to the floor. Some spiritual surrender here. Supported bridge. Any height with the block, you're going to bring your feet hip distance apart, knees are bent, and slide your block underneath your sacrum. And I want to take my legs up today, and I invite you, if you like, to do the same. If you don't have a block, you could use legs up the wall, okay? And I like a little bit of a bend in my legs in a supported shoulder stand. It just takes some of the pull. When I straighten them, I can feel a little more pull into my back, so I just like a little bit of a micro bend here in my legs. Let your breath slow down. Bend your knees to your chest. Set one foot and the other foot to the floor. You can stay here 2 or 3 more breaths, or if you like, you can stretch your legs straight. Now, if this bothers your back at all, please either lower your block, not in the position, keep the knees bent to lower the block, or just stay in supported bridge. For a lot of you, you love this pose. It feels so good across the hip flexors. But you know your body. Bend your knees. Put your feet on the floor. Lift your hips. Slide your block out as your sacrum comes back to the ground. Hug your knees towards your chest. Rock a little bit side to side. If there's a final pose, yogis, that you would love to do, go ahead and take it now. Otherwise, allow your legs to extend out. Palms are going to turn up, eyes closed. When it's time to come out, you will hear me ring a soft bell. And if your mind is wandering as you are in your Shavasana, I invite you to bring in the mantra, so hum. So as you inhale, hum as you exhale. Begin to come back. You can allow the mantra to dissolve and start to move your fingers and your toes. Reach your arms up and over your head. Bend your knees, place your feet to the floor, and let's roll to the right side. Use your hands to press your body as you come back up to an easy seat, palms together at your heart space. Maybe remember the breathing technique, the 2 inhales, followed by the exhale, using the mantra, so hum, and understanding the capacity of how our breathing is affecting our overwhelm in the moment. Recognizing that you have a choice. You have a choice whether you continue to give power and attention to the thoughts that are coming in. Bringing thumbs up to third eye. It is with deep gratitude that we bow to each other, coming together for these practices once again. It's my pleasure. Namaste. Thank you, yogis. Thank you for being here. Until next time, namaste.